Hi Cougars, today is Monday, May 20th. I'm Sean Montiel.
I'm Melina Gutierrez and you're watching Cougar News Network.
Art from the Heart. See all the amazing student creations on display at this year's art show.
A big win for Franklin's filmmakers. Find out which video plays at the EPISD Film Festival.
A successful track season wraps up. Find out how the team did this year and some highlights from the season, coming up in sports.
Student artists are displaying their work at this year's art show.
And on the evening of May 8th, the main foyer was transformed into a museum.
Franklin's halls were turned into a museum as the art show returned to the school for the first time since the pandemic.
We haven't done it in about how many years, Ms. Strain? 3 or 4 years?
Since before COVID.
Before COVID.
Mr. Juan Galceran spoke about how this all began and how it used to be before COVID.
I used to work with a lady named Miss Santebi. This was about 15 years ago. And she would put on an art show at the end of the year. She did it a little different. She would just have the AP kids, and then she would get the orchestra kids to play orchestra music. And she retired, and I just kept doing it.
Consisting of student-created pieces, guests were invited to view the results of the past year, many of whom got the chance to speak with artists and chat in depth about their pieces. For most, this is the first time their art has been displayed like this.
I feel a little anxious because I don't really show my art to people that I don't know.
I personally don't mind the fact that I have my art out there because it feels just like as long as people are coming down to like view their art, analyze their art, it makes me feel all the more connected about my art being here.
It's stressful, but at the end of it, you realize how exciting it is to see everyone else's perspective on how like the art was created and like what they think of it.
Most of the guests consisted of parents that came to admire their child's work.
Extremely proud, extremely proud. I know he worked on it at home, but just seeing it here already in action, the final product, it literally paints you a different picture. So I'm excited about that, very proud. I don't have enough words to explain how I feel right now.
So a lot of parents don't quite know a lot about art, so I'm very pleased to see parents come and check out, what the kids have done. And yeah, actually, I was quite surprised the quality of the artwork that is throughout the whole show, even from the Art One kids. So, and it's funny how each teacher brings a different style to their teaching by the projects that they have. So it's really nice to see every different kind of artwork, and I think it's a really high quality show.
With support from parents and teachers, students were able to let loose and truly create art that speaks to them in their daily struggles.
Love is a theme that I usually play along with my artwork. The black hole, which the black hole is known for like pulling in things, gravity. Love is a sort of pull that we don't know yet. So comparing a black hole towards love, gravity, pull.
Like some of these pieces is monstrosity. There was this quote from a book that I read from my English class. It's called On Earth We're Brief and Gorgeous. It's not such a bad thing to be a monster. So I played around with that theme and
Pieces were not limited to the canvas, however. The show featured things such as paper, cardboard, clay, and sculptures made of other materials. Thankfully, it wasn't a one-night-only affair, and the pieces were moved to the main offices to be displayed for the next few weeks. A good turnout means we'll likely see the event return next year, hopefully bigger and most certainly better.
I believe an experience like this does kind of benefit for like those who might be a bit more like have like a little bubble around them, because I've been in that moment of my life before where I just can't get myself out there. And personally, I think it's great to have stuff like this around because you may just feel that like sense of social like bubbles being like popped with each and every like art piece that exists here.
Sean Montiel, Cougar News Network.
Several Franklin students win big at this year's EPISD Film Festival.
The EPISD Film Festival has many categories students can enter, including animation, music videos, and drama. The video called Night Terror was created by senior Aiden Fernandez. He won first place for Best Extended Length Film. The story involves a girl and her 2 dogs who are home when they encounter something very sinister. Aiden says he got the idea from the story from one of his favorite horror movies.
I actually had this idea for a really long time, and it was a fear of mine because I've always loved the film It, and so I knew that if Pennywise was to get me, he'd probably use my dogs because that's the only thing that could get me downstairs, you know? And so, yeah, that was the idea.
This music video here is called Arriba en el Cielo. It was created by Rebecca Torres Jarra, Liliana Martinez, and Brian Perez. The trio won first place in the 9 to 12 music video category. The song is also an original created by the group. The team says winning such a big award was a moment they will never forget.
It's very fun to collaborate with other people and just kind of see the beauty of a project and what it could do. Definitely when we won, it was awesome. It was great to see like the energy that went through the 3 of us when we were there to watch and see our project being played in front of the large audience that was in attendance.
They said our name and we literally screamed. We were probably like the loudest they're like the loudest reactors when they announced like our win, and so we walked up there and we were really excited. I was holding hands with my friends because we were so excited about it, so it felt amazing.
We won first prize and it was exciting. We were at first scared because we thought that we were not going to win.
Students Jorge Delgado and Evan Abrel also placed in the 9 to 12 music video category. They won second for their original song, Wish You Well. Student Sebastian Tres Palacios created this animation called I've Got Too Much on My Soup. He won second place in the 9 to 12 animation category. The film festival happens every year. This year it took place on April 20th at Coronado High School.
A big moment for Franklin's mariachi group as they step on stage to perform alongside Mexican superstar Yuri. Yuri performed at the El Paso County Coliseum on April 27th. Mariachi Estrella del Oeste was invited to perform with Yuri, a moment many of the mariachi students will never forget.
It was big. I did not expect to perform for that big of a crowd in my lifetime. You know, it was really surreal and, you know, it was a great experience.
It's been a successful year for the group. Just last month, Estrella del Oeste received a Division I rating at the state mariachi competition.
Hey Cougars, my name is Marco Cervantes and this is your Franklin Sports. Congrats to varsity volleyball player Jordan Imperial to her commitment to UTEP, where she will continue her academic and volleyball career. Jordan was in varsity all 4 years of high school and put up incredible numbers, finishing with 1,303 kills, averaging 3 kills per set, and had a hitting percentage of .258. After an incredible 34-8 season with many tournament wins, it was time for volleyball seniors to see if they would continue their future in sports, and Jordan decided to do that. She got to continue playing volleyball and continue her studies. We talked to Jordan as she told us what it meant for her to have this opportunity and what she looks forward to in the future.
I think it's going to be great because I'm going to have my support system here for me that'll be able to cheer me on. I think my biggest accomplishment has been making it to go to a D1 school. It took a lot of work and a lot of effort to get to where I am. I'll miss the girls and the coaches. They helped me get here. The program's pretty amazing also, so I'm gonna miss that.
A successful track season comes to an end. Reporter DB Fulkerson explains how the season went.
As we come to a close for this season, our track finishes the season with flying colors.
We won our district meet again for the 5th time in a row, and then we won our area meet for the 2nd time in a row, and that was pretty special.
As Coach Ulmer trains his team to do better, they made it to district and made their way through area as well. A shout out to the 4 runners that made it to state.
We had a lot more competition than last year. Yeah, it was just really hard, especially trying to get that good start.
Senior runner Mont Packer competes in pole vault, hurdles, long jump, and triple jump this season. He tells us his favorite memory from this past season.
Willie Williams meet, just hanging out with all the guys and girls there and just, you know, having a good time.
Chavez explains her favorite parts of this season.
I like being with all my friends. It was really fun, and it's like I like how we all support each other, and it's just like really fun, like when they're at the line cheering for you. And stuff.
This is DB Fulkerson reporting.
That's all for your Franklin Sports Cougars. Now to Diego Valadez for your weekly weather report.
On Monday, it's going to be a high of 94 and a low 62. On Tuesday, a high of 88 and a low 63. On Wednesday, a high of 89 and a low 57. On Thursday, a high of 89 and a low 59. On Friday, a high of 90 and a low 57. And on Saturday, a high of 85 and a low 59.
That's all for this week, Cougars. I'm Melina Gutierrez.
And I'm Sean Montiel, and thank you for watching Cougar News Network.